and welcome to episode 1744 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this show. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Wes is up first. What do you got, Wes?
I got sweaty crotches. That's
Ooh.
what I got. I got some good old-fashioned sweaty crotches that I actually found out that I was a victim of this particular instance, which occurs with a sweaty crotch recently. And I'll tell you all about it.
You got an autobiography today.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 'tis the season, right? July is made. This is 4th of July is maybe the biggest crotch sweat holiday there is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Juneteenth up in consideration now, but
No,
4th of July, I feel
4th
like
is
it's a
still-
little hotter.
It is. It's much hotter.
Wes, I know what your story is because I was interested in it too, and I think there's a merchandise T-shirt opportunity for this story.
Okay. I'll love to hear it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just basically explains.
Oh,
that
yeah. Okay.
they're gonna have to check the crotch because you got to
You
sweat.
can always.
I'll
Yeah,
save
yeah.
you some time, you know.
Also, Gold Bond if you haven't tried it.
Right.
Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Mark's on deck. What do you got?
I got a new segment. I think you guys will like it. It's a new segment about a jerk, a particular type of jerk.
I love a good
Okay.
joke.
Yeah. Is he an entertaining jerk or she? Could
Well,
be
it's just
either.
a category of jerk that anyone
Okay.
can win this prize.
It's like a new game show. I
Yeah.
like it. And then I've got huge news in the Diddy trial. The verdict is in. So you're going to have to stick around all show to hear that at the end.
Yeah,
And
no
you're
one
gonna
heard
wanna-
that.
You're going to want to hear what this verdict is.
Yeah.
But we're going to do Mark and Wes don't know this yet, but they've signed up to do a courthouse rendition of
beautiful.
Beautiful.
of the verdict reading. And so you're gonna see it as real as you possibly can, because remember, this wasn't televised, so we're gonna reenact it for you in a way that is going to be even better than the original, I think.
I'm ready for it, Will.
Can I be Diddy?
Oh, Wes, you know you're Diddy. Mark, you're Diddy's lawyer.
All right, perfect.
Go ahead, read it. Read it.
Yeah, you
Fair
already
there,
got the
Mark.
idea.
Diddy.
You guys are born to play these roles. I knew how to cast this immediately when I started working on the segment.
Yeah.
Nice. Funny story. Going back to Mark's thing, when I was in high school, there was this guy named Jimmy Schmeidel, and he would nominate an asshole of the week every week.
Jimmy would like this segment, Wes.
Yeah, he was hilarious. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
I always look forward to it. I was an asshole of the week a couple times and felt very honored.
Oh yeah, it's an honor.
Yeah.
This one is not inaugural one's not an honor. There might
Right, less of an honor on a news show, but
Yeah.
in high school, kind of an honor.
Yeah, it was. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Here's a great headline for you from the Vice article by Ashley Vike. Sweaty crotches are accidentally setting off TSA alarms, and it's happening a lot.
Yeah, it does.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Now, again, I can actually attest to this. This might have happened on my two most recent flights, because I had to get the full pat down, back of the hand, crotch, both going and coming from Austin to California. I, of course, opted not to go to the private room for my pat down because I'm an exhibitionist. But I remember looking at the little screen that indicates the problem area that was flagged, and both times it was my crotch.
You were a victim. You were a victim of swamp ass shaming.
Yeah,
by the
I'm
TSA.
part of Team Sweaty Crotch, and I know with a great deal of certainty that both of you are too.
Oh yeah, no, I've been. If it's
3 for
summertime, if it's a summertime, I'm getting patted down. My only hope of not getting patted down is traveling in the winter when I'm not sweating as much.
I always get patted down, and I have been a victim of sweaty crotch once or twice, but usually for me it's my back, and I see the back lights up. I get sweaty back. Any sweaty area,
You got a bomb back there, buddy. Let's check this out.
Yeah, what do you got in your back?
Yeah. Oh, just lots of hair. I love the pat down.
Touch your dick, I think, by law.
Yeah, you get the knuckle massage.
Back
for
of the
dick.
hand.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Let me
that's how
just
you
feel
know
that
you're.
dick real quick.
Yeah.
I think that's how you know you're a sweaty crotch guy, because when it's your back, they only get your back. Like they only get the trouble areas, and sometimes I only get the back.
Oh, I get
I
the
feel
crotch.
like it's I feel like it's my pits a lot, and they're
Right.
still checking the dick on those.
Oh, that guy just might have a fetish.
Still hitting
Yeah.
me with the back of the
Well, I had
hand.
no idea this was a thing. So the article begins: a woman flying for the first time in 15 years recently shared that both airports she passed through flagged her groin area during the security scan. She had no piercings, no medical devices. Her pockets were empty. And the culprit, as you'll hear from the science and the technology, most likely her sweaty crotch, or she is a woman, or her moist, dripping wet crotch.
Ooh, that's a trigger word there.
Yeah.
Moisture.
Now,
I don't like that word.
You know, when I first saw this was happening to a woman.
Panties moist.
Yeah. Wait a second.
That's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Hers were soaking.
That's how it
sets off the alarm.
They literally have a God-made billabong at all times down there, and it could not be sweaty crotches that are setting it off, but rather a rearing and ready to go vagina.
I mean, it's up to the the user, the viewer's interpretation, which is the greatest part.
Excited for your trip, ma'am?
Yeah. A little too excited for your trip.
Where are you going? Vegas? Look like Vegas.
Where the hell are you going? Also important to note, this particular woman is a lesbian. I'm not sure if lesbians have wetter vaginas. I'd like to think they do for some reason, but I'm not sure the biology behind that. Maybe someone can confirm that for me. So the woman took to Reddit and created this post. Where is it? Reddit post. Here it is. My crotch got flagged twice. Thoughts?
Yeah. Well, hey, welcome to the club, ominous fam.
Yeah,
you know,
dripping wet lesbian. She said, I'm a mid-sized adult woman, 169 pounds, 5'8", and was wearing bike shorts and a normal underwear. I don't have any medical devices or piercings, but I do have a uterine fibroid. Nothing was in my pockets. Any thoughts of what could have set it off? I read that fibroids could possibly alert, and it was the exact same spot on my groin both times.
The hell's uterine fibroid?
It's pretty common, but they can lead to cancer. So a lot of women get them removed. It's kind of a common thing that women have to deal with. Unfortunately,
I don't think a fibroid would set it off.
I don't know. Maybe the fibroid makes it wet. I don't know. I don't know how the fibroids work. Yeah. And so then other users chimed in to confirm that
Move
this
along,
is an
man.
epidemic.
Just a fibroid issue.
Yeah. You got fibroids? Are you a lesbian?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then other users confirmed this is an epidemic at TSA lines across the world. Soaked crotches of both men and women are alerting agents. And according to TSA expert, the problem has to do with how the machines work. So TSA's millimeter wave technology doesn't just detect metal. It responds to anything that disrupts the signal, including wetness, moisture. This TSA expert named Shauna Redden told the Reader's Digest that sweat is one of the stranger things that can trigger an alert because of how the waves bounce off water, and that kind of false positive happens
more embarrassing
way
too.
more than you think. Yeah. And
so
get this.
This woman just couldn't bear the thought that she had a sweaty crotch that day. Did she completely rule that out? Is that something that
I'm gonna go with bike shorts, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
were you and your
like
girlfriend
a sauna for your crotch
rubbing each other in line or what? I'd like to think you were. Anyway, I get this though. It's not only sopping crotches that the TSA machines are prejudiced against. The article continues. The machines also hate fat people. Okay. Quote, sweat isn't the only thing that might get you stopped at security. Feminine products, snug clothing, or even body shape can trip the scanner. TSA has said their systems are designed to accommodate a range of body types, but the reality is that some people, especially fat people, get flagged more often. So
yeah,
I got double
that machine.
I was in double trouble that day.
Yeah.
The machine just kills
Two
you.
strikes against this guy. You better pat him down.
This is explaining a lot. I mean, I get patted down more than the average bear as well, so don't feel bad. I mean, I'm too thick for the machine as well.
The hands in the air capsule just collapses on you and crushes you.
It implodes you and spits you out in a cube.
Yeah, shoots you up and out into the sun, basically. Yeah.
New Zealand may start doing that. Like instead of weighing passengers, they'll just eject you from the TSA.
Yeah.
You get,
Just go home.
hot with sweat.
Nope.
Yeah.
Go home. Trips off.
So some countries don't even use these machines because it's such a fucking hassle. France and Germany have moved away from it, but the U.S. has not followed suit yet. So if you go through the TSA line and you get flagged and you don't have it in your pockets, but you're fat and sweaty, it's probably your sweaty crotch or some other area of your sweat. Couple comments from the Reddit post, which I thought were kind of funny. According to Reindeer 2 says sweaty balls.
Yeah.
Lesbian, but yeah, almost.
Yeah.
And then same neighborhood says, were you sweating? Ominous Pants says, probably a little. I'm terrified of flying, so I was nervous. I think that's the lesbian. And then she says, sweat or wet? Question mark. So they're on.
Ooh, did she answer?
No, she didn't. She didn't answer.
I said, do you always come when you're nervous?
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I flew out of my home airport in Tampa, I got searched too. The guard said something unnerving like swamp rot or swamp crotch or something similarly embarrassing. Okay. And then the lesbian says, oh my God, how rude. Tell them their machine can't handle that wop. Whoa. Years ago, I had a life-saving bilateral mastectomy, so I'm quite used to thorough pat-downs in airports. That was just something I wanted to add.
That was a follow-up after the nice comment from
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mango Mama.
They gave a personal medical update.
Okay. Yeah. Owen says, I have very large balls. I get stopped and patted down every time I fly. It's very annoying, especially when I'm in a hurry.
Dude, that guy has the sweatiest crotch. He thinks it's because of his big nuts. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just because my nuts, they're just so big. That's why they stopped me.
Quick.
You think he tells people in line, I'm going to get patted down because of my big nuts. Just watch. Just watch. Watch. Stay stranger behind. Just watch.
I'll bet you $100 my nuts set off this thing.
It's my big ball.
Definitely not the sweat. They're just so huge.
I'd like to apologize for the delay beforehand for the people behind me.
This one's funny. Quick Load says, deadly weapon you got there, sire. And then a couple more. Same thing happened to me last time. Female also made me laugh. Big warning. Oh, on my crotch on the screen. And then Ominous Pan says, what's funny is the woman behind me also had to get the pat of shame for the same reason. Maybe the machine is confused by labias.
No.
And then someone weighed in and says it's more confused by dicks, though I have noticed an increase number of groin alerts for females the last week or so.
Oh, dude, that's a TSA person.
Yeah,
you can tell by the way they're saying that.
Alien ate my AMC. Finally, the last one, which maybe I don't. This is an interesting theory. Mine flags all the time. I feel it's usually related to my period, though.
Whoa, could be.
Could the machines be flagging? Period.
Pan says no. Pan says no, absolutely not. She's willing to say maybe. Oh no, that's safety captain. Okay.
Is safety captain the same person that gave the pro tip?
No. Safety captain doesn't know anything. And it probably a man.
It is a top 1%.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like
if you're on a heavy load, a heavy flow
it's a lot of liquid.
It should set it off. If it doesn't set it off, there's a flaw in the design.
I agree. Now we know. Pay close attention to those scanners when you're men.
I want this machine picking up periods, you motherfuckers. It needs to be more sensitive.
Yeah, they do a test, and afterwards, they're like, "Oh, how do you think we did?" Okay, let's ask by raise of hands. How many women are on day 2 of their period that got through without being flagged? 11.
Yeah. So pretty incredible technology we got keeping the airways safe for us.
Wow.
I mean, I don't mind it. I'll get patted down all day if it helps save some lives.
It's really not that big a bother.
Yeah.
I feel like the back of the hand against the dick every time I fly now is a little over the line, but whatever.
Yeah. It is annoying to just stand there like a piece of meat and get your dick backhanded
every time. All right. Do it again.
Next time I'm going to be like, that's the most action I've gotten in a year.
Yeah. Careful. I'm
Yeah.
loaded.
Yeah.
It might work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Watch
never
out
know.
there. Watch out there, buddy.
Can she do it?
Yeah, they never have a woman do it to me. It's terrible.
It's always a dude.
It's always some fat guy.
You think guys, if they see a female TSA agent, start wetting the balls to trigger it? Pour a little water down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be a line a mile long.
Get out of line, go to the bathroom, pour up water down there, and get back in line.
I said throw your water out, not pour it on your crotch, sir.
Uh-oh, shift change.
My huge balls set it off again. You're gonna have to check them out.
Sorry in advance.
Yeah, I'm like flying a lot better.
Hope you're not pushing it close to the limit on your flight here. Hope you got here early.
Just do it right here. Let's talk about Incogni and your online privacy, guys. I used to get tons of spam calls, and my email was flooded with junk. The scariest of those messages were scams, lots of scams, and it was terrifying to see how much they knew about me. How'd you get this? Turns out my information is spread all across the internet without me knowing, and that's why I partnered with Incogni. It helps reduce spam, take control of my online privacy by taking away my private data from shady companies. With the unlimited plan, I get Incogni to remove my personal information from an unlimited number of data brokers that expose my information online. These people are selling your information left and right. Best of all, they do all the work. They do all the hard work of data removals for me, and my inbox is no longer a hornet's nest. So if you're having this problem right now, you can get 60% off their annual plans by heading to incogni.com/hardfactor and using the code hardfactor at checkout. Once again, it's also completely risk-free. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied with them removing your personal information off the internet, which you will be. You'll love what they've done for you. So live free from dangerous spam by using Incogni. That's incogni.com/hardfactor for 60% off their annual plans.
All right, and let's also talk about something that those TSA machines are going to find in Will and Mai's mouth tomorrow at the airport. Lucy's.
Yeah.
Find out. We'll let you know if it triggers that off. But I'm
pretty sure
that's.
I
don't think they care.
TSA.
I think even TSA is like, move it along. You cool dude. You look calm.
But if you got a breaker in your mouth and you pop that bad boy right when you're walking through,
you might be so juicy.
You might set the alarm off, but they're not alarmed because everyone knows Lucy's are cool.
That's right. They might ask you for
giving
one.
out.
Yeah, they might ask you
just giving out samples and promo codes after that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco free. These Lucy's are, and we already talked about the breakers. Those are awesome. Also, the flavors are all awesome. I'm on mint right now. Will's on mango. What do you have there, Wes?
These are Breakers 8 mint, my favorite.
Boom. Will and I are on the 12s, and they go up to 12 milligrams. So they can also go down to 4. So if that's your bag too, they got you covered. You don't really. Has anyone listening not gotten Lucy's? Because you should. I mean, there might be some new listeners to this episode, so that's good. But if you're not getting Lucy's, you're insane. Get the subscription.
Upgrade your nicotine.
You're a moron.
You're a moron. Yeah. Get the subscription shipped directly to you, right? So you don't have to go to the stores and spend all that extra money and you just gets to your house. They have a 30-day refund policy. If you change your mind, no one's ever DM'd us about that. And I don't think they've ever gotten taken up on that. But anyways, let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/hardfactor and use promo code hardfactor to get 20% off your first order. They got that 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co. Use code hardfactor to get 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Okay, we're going to stay at the airport for this new segment today.
Turd of the week.
Turd of the week.
Dancing turd.
The turd of the week. That's right.
I like it.
Yes. The turd of the week. Lots of turds out there, so you really have to be a big one to get this award. And I have just the guy. First off, meet very much not the turd of the week, Freddie the Beagle.
Right. Oh, looks like a great dog.
Yeah. Freddie the Beagle is an angel, and he's adorable, and he's damn good at his job, which is to find illegal food and agricultural items brought into Dulles International Airport, our hometown airport growing up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Does he find the Chinese biological weapons that they've been bringing in too?
Yeah, I don't think he specifically goes for drugs, but if it's agricultural, like
Well, yeah, they've been
food,
bringing in those
meat,
fungi
any
and
sort of
stuff, yeah.
fungi. Yes, he's
Uh,
on the fungi for
Oh,
sure.
well, he's an
Yeah,
important dog.
he's very important.
Those dogs are good. Yeah,
Yeah.
international airports, those dogs in the check-in line always make me nervous with the weed.
Right. Now they're not. Yeah, this one's supposed to find food, but beagles are going to find that food. That's for damn sure. And Freddie does constantly. Like when he found 2 pounds of snake meat inside the luggage of a traveler from Equatorial Guinea's bag last year. He was like, "That's snake meat."
Good find.
Look at
Yeah.
how gross that looks. It's just dried
Disgusting.
snake meat.
Yeah, is it
very
like
gross.
it had fuzz on it, like on the meat side?
That's
not the
sick,
skin
yeah.
side.
Beggars can't be choosers when you're smuggling, and ordering snake meat.
I'm sorry,
Right.
it got a little old on the trip.
Inside my bag.
You want it or not? I can take it away. You don't need it. No, you want it now. Now you want it. Yeah. So don't try to sneak no snake meat past Freddie. And here he is getting his pup cup. So he's not just a narc. Like he's a good boy. He's doing his job. He likes pup cups too. He just smells the food. That's what beagles do. And last Tuesday or 2 Tuesdays ago, maybe 70-year-old Hamed Ramadan Bayamu Ali Marie tried to sneak 55 pounds of beef, 44 pounds of rice, and 15 pounds of veggies that he did not declare and was not allowed to bring in from his home country of Egypt right past Freddie the Beagle. And how do you think that went?
Not good for whatever his name is.
Hamed Ramadan Bayamu Ali Marie.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
it
a
didn't go
Yeah.
vampire.
He had a bad
Freddie the
mugshot.
Beagle was going to miss 55 pounds of beef. Hamed, you fucking turd. No, he wasn't. So he sniffed it out, obviously, and Hamed wasn't real happy that Freddie caught him. In fact, he was so upset that he kicked Freddie as hard as he could, lifting him over a foot in the air.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
25-pound beagle.
Like Baxter.
Like
you know,
Baxter.
Anchorman.
Just right over the
Oh,
thing.
shit. So this Egyptian man was so pissed he got caught by this beagle. He just took all of his rage out on the beagle immediately. And then
Kicked him. Pretty impressive for a 70-year-old man. Kicked him up in the air. 25-pound dog. That takes some force. Freddie was injured fairly seriously and needed emergency vet work done. Thank God he's going to be okay and will get a full recovery. He will recover fully, they're saying.
Good.
But
good.
and he also won't blame humans or bite the next Egyptian with 55 pounds of illegal meat because he's a beagle. He's not gonna take it out on them.
Right. Yeah, they let
So what happened to Amibajab?
Yeah, Hamed, on the other hand, Turd of the week, Hamed, he pissed a lot of people off at the airport and around the world. Freddie is kind of a big deal around those parts, and Hamed was dealt with swiftly. I would have punched him in the face if I saw it, but cooler heads just permanently and immediately deported him back to Egypt and ordered him to pay Freddie's vet bills. He's gone. Bon voyage, Hamed. You might want to pick up one of those minifans with mist sprays on the way out. Here, it's pretty hot in Egypt,
Did they feed Freddie the meat that he was trying to smuggle in? That's what they really should have done, is given him all the meat.
he gets to eat it all in front of Ahmed.
In front of Ahmed, yeah.
Yeah.
Just eat it right in front of him.
He's getting some time off, and he was Hamed's downfall. He was his ticket permanently, never back in here.
It's tough, yeah.
Here I go to America with the 55 pounds of meat in my luggage.
He kicks a police dog first act. I mean, he wasn't gonna make it.
No, he's kind of a turd, huh? Christine Wow, CBP's port director, said of the incident, being caught deliberately smuggling well over 100 pounds of undeclared and prohibited agricultural products does not give one permission to violently assault a defenseless Customs and Border Protection beagle. We rely heavily on our canine partners, and Freddie was just doing his job. Any malicious attack on one of us is an attack on all of us, and CBP will continue to work with our investigating and prosecuting partners to deal swiftly and severe justice to perpetrators. And furthermore, breaking Freddie's ribs is a surefire way to earn yourself the title of
Turd of the week.
Turd of the Week.
Turd of the week.
Get you to word it quickly. So he immediately was just turned around and sent back to Egypt.
Next, that's
Yeah,
next time.
yeah, Wes. They
Yeah,
ejected him immediately.
He's never allowed back.
Good. Fuck him.
Get out of here, Ahmed.
Ramad.
Hamed
Hamed.
is this first of 5 names. He has 5 names.
Get a nickname, pal.
Yeah. Hey, H.
No, read the whole name every time. All 5.
Gone.
Come on.
Yeah.
Roll call must take forever in Egypt.
Oh, yeah. It does. Alphabetical. Oh, no. Which name?
Right. That would be confusing. Real quick, some live comments. Tony Schrader's back. He says, "Donde están mis malditos amigos?" I don't know what that means.
It means cursed friends.
Okay.
I looked it up. Said, "What's up,
All
my
right.
cursed friends?"
Thanks, Tony. A Turner says, "Will, Mark, and Wes, LFG finally caught a live. Thanks for making it out."
Hell yeah.
Asa, I believe DJ Asa there.
Dude,
And
is
then
DJ also back on the boat.
he says back from Brazil. Says
When I saw the documentary about the poop cruise, right?
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I know why DJ stays in the boat, because the Russian woman was like, we be fucking all the time on the crew.
Yeah.
It's nonstop.
The DJ absolutely
The DJ's
gets
cleaning
fucked
up
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments also. And then Tom WV Bills fan for life says the Dolphins suck. So I mean, it's just all right.
Yeah, fair enough.
There you go, Bills fans represented. Okay. Let's talk about the Diddy trial verdict. Diddy is free, right? Kind of, maybe soon.
Not
There was
yet.
a lot of thanks. Huge shout out to the guys on yesterday's show for heat checking me on, when somebody on Twitter a day early basically claimed victory for the prosecution. That was very premature.
Yeah.
There was no victory laps taken.
All
by the
signs are pointing
prosecution.
towards what you're about to describe.
Yeah. This segment is a fact check
Mhm.
because the Diddy jury did indeed reach a final verdict on all 5 charges on Wednesday, as we had sort of thought they would on the last show. And the judge then read them out loud at about 9:52 a.m. And Wes, I'd like you. There you go. He's already assumed the Diddy pose. He's got his tongue just waiting for these verdicts. And so I'm going to read it in the only judge voice I know, but it was in New York, so it probably didn't sound exactly like this. But this is the hard factor reenaction, courtroom reenaction. And Mark, when we get to the attorney part, I'll cue you so you know. Okay.
Okay.
And so Wes is Diddy, and so I'm just going to try to read it for him. For count 1, racketeering conspiracy, otherwise known as RICO, the jury finds the defendant not guilty. For count 2, sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
I told y'all.
For count number 3, the Mann Act transportation of Cassandra Ventura, the jury finds the defendant guilty.
Oh, god damn.
For count number 4, the sex trafficking of former girlfriend Jane, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Good, not guilty.
And for count number 5, the Mann Act transportation of former girlfriend Jane, the jury finds the defendant guilty. So the Mann Act is something like domestic abuse, something, I don't know.
Bail
And then,
me
yeah, and then he made him. So now, Mark, be the attorney. Explain why Diddy should get bail. He should be let out of jail.
Your
for
Honor,
now.
this entire trial's been a farce. The prosecution hasn't proven a damn thing, and they've been wasting our time. They're costing the state money, they're costing my client money, and they're wasting our time. I think that they should be tried, if anyone, for being assholes.
Yeah.
Let's set our boy home.
Yeah.
Okay, you've made some strong points, Diddy and team.
Slap on the wrist, Your Honor.
Yeah.
The Combs team is seeking a little bit more than a slap on the wrist, 21 to 27 months. Okay. That's what they want. While the prosecutors want 51 to 63 months. So basically the defense wants 2 years. The
Your
prosecution
Honor, I'm just
wants...
glad Diddy said he'd kill me if he got RICO charges, and I'm getting paid, so it's all good.
True. He's doing good. Diddy's lawyer.
I'm gonna kill my lawyer.
So the judge then basically, after hearing the bail reasoning, he said, "This is a great divide. 2 years versus 3 years. I must consider this. And domestic violence is domestic violence. The application for bail is denied for the reasons I said. Sentencing is set for October 3rd.
Well,
So
doesn't he already have time served?
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Is it
Time
it's not
served,
two-
Your Honor.
It's not 2 years though.
No, but it's
So
like 6 months.
it is, but he's going to get at least 21 to 27 because that's what the defense
Is it a
wants.
federal crime? They get 80% instead of 50% of the time of a federal crime. So he would serve, if he got like say 25 months, he'd have to serve like.
Well, what's the max sentence he
19.
can get? I heard like
Sounds like
15
3 years.
Like what you say, Will, earlier in the text.
The
15?
max, the absolute max, I think would be like 20, and that would be like before whatever the deductions are. But
I thought he
what
was
it's
getting
going-
out on bond now. I thought he was.
No bail. No.
They denied.
No.
They denied it. And so what the defense is seeking is 21 to 27 months, about 2 years, and the prosecution wants 51 to 63 months. So what,
Oh,
5
so
or
he's going to
6,
serve a couple of years. Okay.
yeah, 5 or 6 years. So yeah, the judge said domestic violence is domestic violence. Application is denied for bail. Sentencing October 3rd. It's going to be somewhere between that, probably 27 and 51 number, right, for the number of months. Yeah.
What do
Something
you
like that.
think?
A lot of misinformation out there though, because everybody was like, Diddy's free. No, Diddy's not free. Diddy's free. Diddy's not free. So that's what happened.
If Diddy goes to a different prison than the one he's been in, which he survived, and he's in Gen Pop, is it going to get weird for him because of all the stories about how he's a freak,
like-
and rubs cum on himself?
People don't seem to care. His fans don't seem to care.
I'm not talking about
No,
his fans. I'm talking about the prisoners
Oh,
that are like, "You want my
Yeah.
cum on you, bitch?" Like,
yeah, maybe.
I mean,
You-
certain prisoners might take more of an interest in him for sure after the trial. And also I think that's like part of his lawyer's reasoning, right? Is like, hey, you've
Yeah,
ruined
that
this
is
dude's
part of
life.
the
Everybody knows he loves to sit in the cuck chair and get the sperm rubbed on him on his neck.
the only cum that should be rubbed on my client's chest is by his own hands, Your Honor.
That would have been a great argument. But yeah, regardless of like how it actually played out, it's kind of like middle of the road. The prosecution definitely did not win. They did a horrible job.
Right.
Everybody's coming after them saying that wasted the state's
Rico's
money no
like
matter how
life.
it plays out. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, he was up against like 3 up to life charges and none of them stuck. So that was the prosecution fucking bombed it. But Diddy is not off scot-free. But it doesn't matter. Everybody who's like on the pro Diddy side went wild. Check it out. They were literally spraying baby oil on each other outside of the courtroom.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And so like here it goes. She's about to get it. Baby
Oh,
oil.
she almost got naked. She was thinking about
Baby oil. Oh yeah. There's about
it.
to
Took her wig off.
We're about to get banned from YouTube.
Nah, I don't think they come all the way out.
Look at
He's
him.
trying to throw something in her chest. He's trying to hit
Yeah.
her. It's great.
Yeah, no, it was a party out there.
Yeah.
And then they were selling Frico. A Frico is not a Rico shirt.
That's a great
and that
shirt.
guy,
Yeah.
I mean, he is dressed. He is a snazzy dress to the guy selling that. He got the pinky ring.
It's
That's
true.
it's a nice, I mean, the royal blue shirt. He's a marketer. But yeah, so they're having a great time outside the courthouse. But of course, like every headline was like, Diddy's free, or the day before they were saying Diddy's going to get the book thrown at him. Everybody was really wrong with those headlines. It was just like kind of in the middle.
Yeah. No, I mean, he'll be out.
He'll be out eventually.
Also, probably
Yeah.
the sentencing will probably be somewhere in the middle. He'll probably get like 3.5 years. He's already served 6 months. He probably has 18
Right.
months. So,
Right.
like-
What's the average of 27 and 51? That's probably
Exactly.
what he gets.
And I
right?
think you have to
And
do 80% if it's federal, 50 if it's state, and so he already has some
the
time.
Mann
served.
Act. Is that federal?
Mike Tyson was
and-
convicted of rape, sentenced to 6 years, and he'd only served 3.
Well, that was state. Federal, you have to serve like 75 or 80% of your. There's no, even if you're on your best behavior, unless there's like an overturning or like
Yeah, it's a federal law. It's a federal
yeah.
law. So
federal.
so
Yeah,
80%.
50% for state, 80 I think for federal. So I don't know what this is, but yeah.
Was it federal?
Mann Act's
Yeah.
a federal law.
Yeah,
So the
RICO's
two that
probably
he-
federal too, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's all
Yeah,
federal.
because it's all interstate shit.
But I mean, he'll be out in like
So-
2027, 2027, going into 2028. Like what?
Right.
What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think is going to happen with him? Like,
Oh, he's gonna
is
have
he-
the biggest freak off in the world when he gets.
no,
out.
of course
Oh,
he's
man.
his personal life. He's going to have a bunch of freak offs, and he still has a
His
ton of money.
reputation.
Male-
though?
What do you
Male-
think
male
reputation wise? You think he's
prostitutes
going to
need to
try to
be-
be a public figure again?
No, I mean,
can't, right?
maybe a little bit, but I mean, if you're a male prostitute, you got to be gearing up for his release date because that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's
the
your
party
Super
to be
Bowl.
at. Yeah, if you really want to get paid, and you know he's going to be hiring. So
Yeah,
no, but I agree. He's going to have more freak offs. That I think. What else
Without
is there
a
for
doubt.
Diddy to do?
Oh,
What
this
is it?
is
Well, this is
great
what I'd
news.
do.
Great news for the baby oil companies. They
Yeah,
just gotta,
Johnson
they
&
just gotta hang.
Johnson's
They gotta
awful.
hang tight for 2 years. Gotta wait it out.
Main
He's gonna
client's
stock
going to be
up.
back.
Yeah.
Banana boat's coming, baby. Yeah, no, I mean, so really all that happened in the end here was just Diddy. We all just kind of found out that Diddy sat in the cuck chair and some other pretty terrible
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He likes to be in the cuck chair.
Yeah.
and then he really abused those
Yeah.
women as well, but not to the point of getting a sex trafficking or criminal.
He really drugged and abused those women.
organization charge.
Yeah, it was based
Allegedly.
on the laws. It was hard to give him those. They didn't prove anything about RICO.
No, they didn't prove
any-
it. They
and
didn't
it's
prove
like, what
RICO
do you-
or sex trafficking. Yeah.
This was what was going to happen with the way that prosecution went. So I mean, it seems
Yeah.
like a fair jury decision. And then
Yeah, and by the judge too, because it's like
Yeah.
he's like, Mr. Combs, everybody is disgusted by you. I'm not
Right.
giving you bail.
he's
Mhm.
basically getting 3 years for being so disgusting. Like that's
Yeah.
that's like basically the charge. You were so gross. We can't let you out today, obviously,
Right.
because you're that gross. Everyone heard how gross you were. We gotta wait a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the translation, basically. That's
Yeah.
illegal translation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once it cools down, we'll let you out. But
Real quick, if you're done with Diddy, Will,
Yeah, done.
let's go back to the. I discovered something that you might interest you guys
Okay.
about the Texas lottery scandal that happened back in February. Remember?
Oh yeah,
was-
yeah. What was going on? I was busy earlier when you guys were doing
So, if you recall, a company, as Mark called, bought basically the lottery when it reached $83 million.
about
They were
99% of combinations or something.
Yeah, they were able to
Yeah.
like
the
rent
Welsh
lotto
guy or whatever.
machines, basically.
Yeah.
They were able
Yeah,
to
from the state, this fucking
Yeah.
state delivered lottery machines to them. They were in on it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, and this one location was variant on it with the courier application where you could, which we were using on our Discord. It was called the Winner's Circle, Winner's Corner. That's where the lottery ticket was sold through courier. Basically, they were just couriering every possible ticket, and it was all, I think, above like illegal at the time, but also shady as fuck. But what I found, because I'm a degenerate, and I was looking at when I go in to buy a scratcher that's above $2, I look
Yeah.
and see how many
Yep.
of the big
You have to.
prizes are out there.
Have you had
So
your
I
eyes
was-
on
I
Pink
was-
Sevens, Wes?
Yeah, so I had my eyes on this one, the VIP
Okay.
Millions, for
Okay.
$20,
Big boy
and I looked
ticket.
and I said, "Oh, that's no good. Three out of 4 have already been claimed. I'm not going to buy that one." And then I looked deeper and found out that, oh, look where one of the $1 million tickets was sold.
Ooh.
Winners Corner LLC, just 4 months before this huge lottery scam.
So put back up the numbers. Okay, so there's 4 total in the state, not in Austin.
Yeah,
In the state, there's 4 total. And then if you look at like how many winners there are for $20, how many is it? Like 1 million, basically?
Yeah,
958,000.
Yeah.
And then like if you do all the math, it looks like, I'm just going to say it's 1.5 million prizes. That's a 1 in 4 chance. So that means there's 6 million tickets in circulation. 4 of the 6 million are $1 million winners in the state.
Yeah.
That's a 1 in 1.5 million chance that's would be in your city or like whatever. Like, and it was in the same fucking store
Yeah.
that had that. That's astronomically.
I asked ChatGPT because I wrote an
Unlikely.
email to the news, and ChatGPT was even like, "Yeah, that's fucking weird."
It's 1 in infinity. It's not possible.
Yeah,
So you're telling me somebody at the lotto agency was feeding them
Well,
winners?
I
We
think
do-
so.
We do have to acknowledge that. No, because
I think
Oh.
someone,
even though every combination
No, a
is
scratcher. How do you explain a scratcher?
no, but I was thinking like you have to do a little bit of math because they bought every combination, but they didn't print them all from the same store. They printed from like several locations, and that location happened to get the winning one. So there was still like some odds against that
Yeah,
particular
but you
store.
can't print your own scratcher. You have to get them delivered to you from the.
right.
But they all have barcodes.
The only thing is like someone that's monitoring the scratchers knows where the ticket is.
Yes.
And was like, "We're going to ship you $1 million ticket."
Yeah, they know what bundle it's in.
Yeah,
potentially,
exactly.
and they get a little
Someone
kickback.
I don't know. The odds are
Winner circle.
astronomical, but
Is that store still open? You want
could be a
to
coincidence.
meet there?
You
tonight,
can't.
Wes?
You can only get it. It belongs to the Welsh guy, I think. Like you can't even. Right, like he doesn't. It's not like he gives out the tickets.
it's like a fake lottery fucking store or something. Like they
you
sell
can't go in
like
there and buy 'em
bags of
yourself,
chips
right?
in the front and then lottery in the
Yeah.
back, where they just print tickets like madmen.
There's just a bunch of mobsters that tell you to leave when you go in.
Yeah, you
try
get
to
your
buy-
legs, you get your kneecaps taken out if you go. if
Anyway,
you try
could
to
be
go
nothing, but I
into
thought it
the
was weird.
Oh, it's extremely weird.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fishy.
it's fishy. So we alerted Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and the local news. So we'll see if anyone does their job.
Fantastic.
So we're not going to any further than this.
Yeah.
No, that's about it. But that was some good. That was some good research, Wes.
Yeah, my degenerate sleuthing.
Winner circle again, huh?
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Anyway, that's it. We'll see what happens. You guys got anything else?
No, I just can't
Just-
believe the lotto's scamming people.
Just mad that the lottery's rigged, and I still play it.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean, we've covered the history of the lotto. Oh, go patreon.com/hard factor on an old Hive Hour deep dive. And I mean, it's never been not.
I'm so dumb.
Game.
I'm so dumb that I know it's rigged against me. And even if it wasn't, the odds are you're not going to win anyways, and I still play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where I just scratch the barcode at the bottom now.
Oh,
It's
that's bad. You don't even play the game.
no, it's really
You
pathetic.
that's so
Just
ba-
scan
that's-
it. Just
You're like the
just-
guy.
I
You're like
just
the
scan
homeless guy that buys the ticket and just scratches it right there.
I did that the other day and was like, oh, I gotta slow down here.
How did it feel?
Oh, it felt dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
I
you win
bet.
or you lose?
No, I threw my $20 in the trash.
Oof.
Basically, what I did, I threw my $20 in the trash.
What are the people that work behind the cashier must have a certain type of feeling about people that do that. Like
Oh, they
there's-
think we're all complete
Yeah.
morons.
yeah. Have a good day, sir. Yeah.
Good luck out there.
Oof.
Yeah, if it's not a winner,
They
when you
just
hand
duck
that over,
when you
Yeah.
scratch it off and it's not a winner.
Exactly.
They just duck.
put down the glass partition. Wait for the freak out.
Well, the only reason I did that is because I accidentally bought one with a that was one of those crossword fucking puzzle
Oh, they take
scratchers.
forever.
I hate those ones, and
Yeah,
I
they take
accidentally
forever.
bought one because
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
see it in
Those
the
are the worst.
glass, and I was like, "Oh, fuck this!"
That's too much scratching. It's got to be like 3 or 4 scratch
The
pieces. It
crossword
can't
ones
be-
I scratched the number matches one, but
The
not-
crossword ones take
Yeah.
30 minutes.
yeah, they're ridiculous. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
That's
Happy
the
4th of
show.
July.
Yeah, have a good,
Yeah.
safe 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. See you
Yesterday.
back. See
Yesterday.
you back on.
Patreon.com/hard factor. The real
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Yeah, we're
July 2nd.
releasing a Patreon for tomorrow. Or
Real
for
Independence
the
Day,
4th of
July 2nd. Fun fact: the media announced it on July 4th, but it was signed on July 2nd.
Is that real? Is that right?
Yeah, the media has so much control. Also, you have the control to listen to that ad free by becoming a patron. So you can listen to it with ads on the main feed if you wanted to, but then that's not as good as having it ad free on the Patreon for only $5 a month. So just think about that.
Lots of crazy 4th of July facts like that where I just dropped on you on
Yeah,
tomorrow's
blow
show.
your mind.
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind.
All right, keep going, Wes. We
All right.
cut you off twice. Take us out.
Yeah, yeah,
No, that's
sorry,
okay.
Wes.
Yeah, that's it. We'll see you again on Monday. We love you. Happy 4th and have a great fucking day.